So I probably should have been taking the time this morning to edit the video rather than dinking around on Star Trek Online, because I wound up getting like, I had like extra time because Aaron wasn't necessarily going to his, he doesn't go to Eindhoven, obviously, so my whole schedule's been thrown off. So I wound up just sitting around, not doing much. It's almost like 9:30, I'm like late for the bakery. But anyways, yeah, but I was arguing with people on the fleet because apparently I have 48 ships, and I didn't realize that, considering I have 6 sitting in my bag, my inventory, waiting to be unboxed and leveled and statted up and all that stuff from previous events. So I guess one of the cool things is I don't have to go by the grocery store today. I mean, that's good, stay away, let the people who need to grocery shop more, because Aaron and I have lunch. We're not, I mean, I could swing by and get burgers, but we can always just order in a little bit. I mean, the lasagna was good. Aaron actually loved it now that we actually figured out how to cook it, but it's a bit much of food when he's not doing significant exercise like walking around to work and back.
A few moments later.
Alright, so yesterday we showed you Vivoutstraat. I know it's very windy, but this is a section of the ring that goes around Amsterdam. It is currently, I don't even know what time it is. I should check my phone for Pokemon. It's 3:30 in the afternoon. A lot earlier than I thought. Oh, my 10K's hatching. Awesome. But I've been by here multiple times throughout various times. Like, no matter what time of the day, this freeway has about 4 times as many cars on it. We're not even near rush hour, but everything looks super dead right now. People are still out enjoying themselves, exercising, but you can definitely tell the business traffic is keeled off. Well, I'm underneath a bit of a freeway. I actually rode around in a big loop. Yeah, I was gonna attach, this is the regular camera. I was gonna attach this to the bike, but then I remembered that it's gonna take a bit to wrap this thing around and snake it, and it may not even be that big a deal. But yeah, I'm out on a bike ride today. There's a lot of people out. It's a very nice day. However, this whole pathway down there would be jam-packed with people. I mean, on a day like today, and the weather this is, how empty this pathway is that goes up this little canal. Yeah, back there, across the canal, that's where I continue across to go down to like Bijlmer and stuff. I didn't go down to Bijlmer, I didn't think. Unless I have to go down there, I don't really think I should go down there. But I've been watching a lot of people in the States and listening to Bo of the Fifth Column, and he put out a video like about an hour ago. There was a little bit doom and gloom, but I think it was part of a pre-record so that it would get shared around, because in the next couple days. I read an article that Germany and Netherlands seem to have things under control. I don't know any specifics. The article was very poorly translated. Sometimes they're not very good with Google. Or Chrome is not very good with its translate. But anyways, so yeah. But that the measures that are in place are the ones that are going to work. And that there is, and that's the thing, is like people, I don't know. I have to stand in a queue to get my prescriptions at the pharmacy. I have to stand in between 2 sheets of plastic at my self-scan at Albert Heijn. I have to maintain 1.5 meter afstand. 1,5 meter afstand. While in the store, I have to be given a sanitized basket. I can't choose my own. The people in the States act like anything like this is the next thing close to martial law and communism, and they might as well just give their freedoms over to the state. And I'm like, see, the thing is, here in the Netherlands, we're gonna be fine. This is gonna pass, and we'll be back out good and healthy by June. Whereas the United States is not comfortable with being put out. And what's really strange is that you got a lot of people that are worried about the entire government taking over the personal lives of the citizens, and yet the militia ain't gonna do shit. So much for the Second Amendment. Oh, right. I'm back. The hair is a little bit windswept. Definitely got some sort of I don't have gel in my hair 90s look going on, but Aaron doesn't understand.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. It's sort of like
with the exception of a little tuft at the back, it looks good.
yeah, I think it's this guy back, whatever. I know him. That's part of my rooster tail. Anyways, so since you guys saw me last, I was underneath the overpass of the freeway. I think there was more people actually on that pathway than there were on the freeway you guys saw. Because I went to the overpass down near Demon on the pedestrian thing to show what the freeway looked like at like 3:30. But anyways, so I went up and past Amstel, and then up kind of past the little Greek restaurant and down by the park. I did not realize this, because I'd been to the park a couple times since this ordeal. Someone commented while I was out on a different video, they're like, it's just fake news, there's no such thing as a lockdown. And I went, well, thanks, more comments, even if they are ragey comments, means whatever, I think it's on day 2. I didn't check, because I didn't want to read the whole comment. Anyways, so as I was going down the road that like the tram goes down, I almost called it the Max. I realized that as I got closer to the hospital, all the buildings that were residential on any direction facing the hospital had signs that says we blijven thuis, or we stay home, Dutch and English, and it says dankjewel OLVG, like all of the windows that are facing the hospital.
Wow.
And it was getting me a little emotional seeing just the sheer like hundreds of signs and hundreds of apartments, and then when I turned the corner and it was at the front door basically, I didn't see this from the park because there was bushes and trees in the way, but there was a huge banner on the fence that says a bunch of things in Dutch in multiple languages. Like I recognize Dutch and I recognize German, and I also recognize, Cyrillic characters. I recognize Greek letters. I don't know what all this stuff said, and I wish I would have gotten on camera, but it was most likely saying, we appreciate you, thank you for, working at this time, yada yada. And it was just like, okay, I'm getting a little emotional here, I gotta get down the road. So I finally get to Albert Heijn, and one of our corners, Maxwell, you guys have met him, he's short and very spunky. He was at FOMAR down in Holendrecht yesterday and was like, oh my God, they're letting people in one by one, and people, like his thing was boodshoppen in groepjes. And I was like, huh, well, they're doing that at Albert Heijn. That's why they forced me to take a cart. It's because there's only a certain number of people allowed inside the store per 10 square meters of storefront. So they only allow the number of
have a set number of
carts
available, and everyone gets one cart.
Plus, it keeps a 1.5 meter afstand in front of you. Yeah, didn't think about that one, but that's what the ladies explained to me, because I was like, I'm getting 3 items. He needed lunch meat. And I figured I'd pick him up a nice, you have a new flavored water sourcey right there.
Oh, good, thank you.
So I can take his bottle back, but he can also have, an actual raspberry flavor. But yeah, I was like, so, like, I understand Maxwell's little ick with like, you can only go in groups and stuff, and wow, this is super serious. And he probably hadn't actually been outside much, Someone else probably went grocery shopping, or he went grocery shopping at the beginning and is able to make little meals last, or has been getting takeout or something, and finally went grocery shopping. And I'm like, I've been grocery shopping every day. So this slow progression, but it makes sense. If if you only allow a certain number of people, make everyone take a cart and only allow a certain number of people in. Like, I had to stand outside for a second until the guy says, okay, you can come in after someone let out. Like, they were letting one in, one out sort of thing. And there was a whole group of people just standing around because they only let one person in per group. So there was like the wife is shopping, husband waiting area. but yeah, so yeah, apparently Aaron hasn't been doing much for half the day, but then I went on a bike ride. He's been doing crap tons of stuff since like 1 o'clock.
Mostly just deciphering things and taking notes.
Well, he works with Philips.
Yeah.
And they've been sending out a lot of COVID-19 emails. I don't know what it's all about. It could be for their healthcare products. It could be for their medical products.
You haven't been checking your promotions folder? Pretty much every company that sends out emails at all has sent out an email within the last week saying, here's what we're doing to protect you from COVID, and here's how we're responding.
I got a text message from Aussie Bum that says, before Australia goes on lockdown, get 50% off cheap underwear. And I was like, but I got an actual text message through my Google Voice on my US number. I was like, okay, Australia, but that's, anyways. So that's been the day today. You guys have seen it out. It's very nice. I'll probably have something tomorrow. I might go on another bike ride. It's refreshing to go on a bike ride, but I might go out and have like thoughts to myself sort of thing.
Yeah.
And then I need to spend time away from each other, and it's nice if I can go out and just ride a bike for like an hour, because then he can think to himself.
Yeah. And it's one of those things. No matter how much you like someone, you need time apart sometimes.
Yeah, that's why December sucks. And I do agree with the memes. This feels like that time between Christmas and New Year's where I don't know what day it is, I don't know what time of day it is, and everything seems like it's going to last forever.